Alright, this is the red snake tutorial. This is the way I do it. I know there's a bunch of different ways people do it. Like jnukes, I don't know, he does something like this, and there's some people who do it like this. But the way I do it's actually just really, I guess you can call it standard zigzag tapping. I think it's the way I'm Christopher Life does it. Where it's just very like the fingering just, and it looks like it's really intimidating because, you know, it's like everyone 26.6 notes per second or whatever, but it's actually not that hard if you can understand what's going on. And one easy thing you can do to practice your zigzag tapping at a quicker pace without going straight into the snake is doing Freebird Solo C, which is just a zigzag at a moderate speed. It's probably maybe slow red snake, right around there, and it's just a simple zigzag on your red, yellow, blue notes, but that can really get your zigzag tapping down. And it's basically just where you would tap the first note, the blue note, and this is going back. You tap the blue, and then you let off the blue, and you let off the yellow really quick to get to the red, then you just bring it back up like that. And there's no trilling of this, because I see some people when they tap zigzags they trill it, but it's just, you just let it off for a second so that the red note goes and you bring it back, and you just repeat that. So it looks like this basically, just, and when you tap at full speed it has a certain rhythm to it. And here's what it really looks like. Alright, this is on slower, just to show you what it kind of looks like. And you can just do the first part, the second part's just the same thing, just a little slower. And this is full speed. And just practice that until you can hit it pretty consistently every time, and that should get you pretty good at zigzag tapping. Now onto the actual red snake. Now the real red snake isn't just simple same zigzag, same three notes. It's 2 green, red, yellow zigzags, then 2 green, red, blue zigzags, and then 3 green, red, orange zigzags. So the pattern, instead of just simple like this, is going to be, and it's really that simple. When I tap it, I usually either use a combination of just my pointer and middle finger, or my middle and ring finger, and you want to, you know, just keep it simple and just practice that a few times. You know, you can watch videos, and what I sometimes did to practice it was I'd just watch a video of somebody doing it, and then I'd go along with that. And then when you actually start practicing the snake, just start on slowest, because that's what I did, and then just work your way up through. And this is what the fingering looks like on slowest. Now a tip I have is that, and this is what I did, is what you do is, as you go up through the speeds, you go from slowest to slower to slow, is all the way up to slow you want to hit, there's 3 sets of 4-note roll-ups going into the snake, and those are basically just, they do a roll up here, and roll it back here. Then the rest of it is, I just consider it part of the snake, where it just rolls, it's like a half roll and it comes back into the snake. And all the way up to slow, you want to try and hit all those rolls going into the snake. Now, here's what I'm saying about just for full speed. And you can do this with slower, or any speed that you really wanted. It doesn't really matter. But what I do is, right now I can't do it to where I do all the roll-ups into it and then the red snake on full speed. But you'll see in every one of my videos, like that I do the red snake, either the screen video or the hands video, that I don't start at the beginning of the roll-ups. I start, they'll do this roll up, this roll up, this roll up, and then it starts on a red and it rolls up to blue and then back to green and then it goes into the snake. That's where I start. I start on this red. So I'll show you what it looks like on the screen really quick. And this is just on slowest so you can see. So I start right here on this red and then into the snake. Another important tip I have is to not elbow strum. If you're doing it on full speed, anything, don't elbow strum, because it's a lot harder to get your hands moving once you elbow strum, because it is kind of fast. So what I do is, just so I can get my hands in position for the snake, is just to start with that red, roll it up, bring it back, and then go into the snake to tap. And you're gonna miss. You're gonna go into the snake a lot, and you're gonna maybe be up into the blue, the green, red, blue zigzags, and you're gonna miss, and it's gonna frustrate you. And I know it frustrated me, but just gotta keep trying, because if you do that, you are really close. So just keep practicing, keep doing it. And it really only took me the first time I actually tried tapping it to when I FC'd it full speed took me 20 minutes. So if you try all this, you probably should be able to do it fairly soon. And in the end, what should happen is it should look exactly like this.